Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, MTK Global, delighted to be joined by Mr. Anthony Tomlinson from very snowy Sheffield. How are we, mate?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm a bit gutted, actually, because like I told you, in London, it's soaking, and I look at where you are. I don't know if people can see out the window, but it's like...
Yeah. Let me show everybody what it's like. What's that like there?
I ain't jealous or nothing.
Yes, so yeah, really slowly. Traffic's mayhem and getting about, and you know how it is. So when the snow comes down, but it's beautiful.
I was thinking we might have had an IFL blooper moment there if you were to drop your phone out the window into the snow. But you know what I was thinking, right? Last night I was thinking about the interviews I got lined up, and then I thought obviously about you and yourself. I know it hasn't been exactly a year, but that show in Sheffield, which is obviously your last outing, feels like ages ago.
Oh, more than definitely. Like just what's happened with this pandemic and these lockdowns after lockdowns, and you know, it's just been hard to keep motivated. But you know, we've got to stay in gym, we've got to keep ready, and like you say, hopefully I should be out in March.
In a time like this now, as someone who's dedicated time and effort to the sport, is obviously going to continue to do that. Do you sort of, I don't know, did it make you place more importance on other aspects of your life and realise, look, I'm a professional boxer, but outside of the bubble, there's a lot more to life than being a professional boxer as well?
More than definitely. Like you said, I take professional boxing serious, so I live the life of a professional boxer. I don't drink, I don't do no drugs, no nothing. I don't go out partying. You know, I'm straight dieting, always in gym, ticking over, hoping that a fight will come. But like you said, with this lockdown, it's made me get back to normality. You know, if that makes sense. Like, because we all we focused on is our next fight. But with the first lockdown and that, you couldn't focus about your next fight because we didn't know when we was next coming out of lockdown. But like you say, it got us back to normality, enjoying a bit more normal life, as you call it, going out with the kids and, you know, doing a lot of things. And you're not always looking at your phone or for time. When am I next going to eat? When am I next be at gym? When am I next going to be doing that? You know, so yeah, it was nice to get back to normality. But like you say, we've got to take this serious. It's a fighting game and we've always got to be ready.
Boxers are the only people in the population not drinking during the lockdown time. A lot's happened for you in lockdown as well. I'm going to start with the split from Steffi, a man who guided you to this point in your career, and obviously you fought on his shows in Doncaster. Just talk us through the decision there, Ant.
Yeah, they were a decision from both of us. Like I said, I've got full respect for Steffi. You know, I wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for him. You know, he took me on where many people wouldn't take me on. You know what I mean, and guided me to my career what it is now. And I've had opportunities to fight on a few big shows and stuff like that. So if it weren't for Steffi, like I say, I won't be where I am, and I've got to thank him for that. But we both sat down during this lockdown period over Christmas, and we both decided that it was going to be best for us, well, best for myself to move on. Like I say, it's hard because it's a family down there, but like I say, I've gone back to my roots, where I first ever started boxing, back to my amateur gym, and everything's going great there. I'm just getting back to how I used to box, and like I say, I'm adding more armory to my, you know, to what I can do. Like, I forgot a lot of things, like you said, moving to Steffes, and it's nice to go back and start learning these things what I forgot.
You say it's like a family down there, and obviously I can imagine you're still close to the team. I saw you doing road work with Lee Appleyard last week. I saw that on Instagram. So you're still part of the gang at heart, I suppose?
Oh yeah, more than definitely. These are friends and they're going to be friends for life. Like I said, they weren't just gym mates. Like Terry Harper, she's one of my best friends. Lee Appleyard's one of my best friends. You know, it weren't just like, oh, it's just boxing family. Down there, we're all really close. And even still now, I speak to Lee every day. I speak to Terry every day. Speak to Steffi as well. And there's everybody, Jason Cunningham, all wishing me the best. Gavin McDonald and that. You know, it was really good. But I still go on my runs with Lee. We're doing a few with Terry when she can fit him in, and like I say, it's just all going to stay the same. I live over in Doncaster, don't I? But now I'm training back over to my home city, Sheffield, where I was from. So still, I'm going to be still around these people. I'm going to still need somebody to push me on my runs and stuff. So Lee and everybody and Terry's always going to help me with that.
And I hear a lot of people when they change trainers, they might go abroad. Like a couple of lads have started going out to Fuerteventura recently, a lot of the British pros, and they'll say it pushes me outside my comfort zone. Is yours sort of in reverse? Like, it must have brought back some home comforts, I suppose, going back to the old amateur gym.
Definitely, like you said, it was different. I love Steffi's gym to bits. Like everything about it, the setup and that. But you know, when I walk back into my old amateur gym, and it's just gritty and it's just old, and you know, it's just like a proper old boxing gym. You know, when you're back there, you just know it's just going to be hard work and dedication. There's nothing else. There's no time to slack. It's not a massive gym, so you're going to be getting looked over by your coach. So there's not way of getting away with anything. You know, so it was nice to be back home, as you call it.
And say, do you prefer those? You know, like the gyms from Rocky, like the gyms that they say build champions of old school. Bag's probably got no leather on it anymore. Everything's
That,
like creaking, them sort of ones.
yeah, that's it. If I could show you inside the gym now, it's not just open, like you say. I'm just waiting to go into the gym. It's old school, you know. It's proper hard work. It's not nothing fancy or anything like that. But like you say, it's making champions. You've got your kids like Dante Dixon that's there, and you've got Shaquille Thompson that's in there as well. That's the pros from there. And like you say, it's proving to them like it's not about the facility that it is in. It's what you can do and what you give yourself. And I think these old gyms, what we are in and what I'm in now, it's proper dedication. There's not no time for your eyes to slip anywhere else. You've got to keep focused.
We're looking forward to seeing the Tomlinson 2.0, whatever it be. And you ain't going to be short of names to call out as well. It's a sexy division, let's be honest. But before we talk about all the juicy stuff, because of the length of the gap, I can imagine you might jump into a 6 and 8 rounder first soon before we talk about all these potential names.
Yeah, more than definitely. Like you say, I'm not a stupid lad. I know this business and I know how it is. And I know for a fact I can't just jump in straight to a 10 and 12 rounder. I would love to fight their opportunities here. Let's get in there and fight. I'm a fighting man. But like you say, we've got to have the best out of my career and you've got to be safe. So, like you said, not the ring rust off with a 6 or 8 rounder, which we're looking to do in March. And then we'll push on for another title fight.
So say God willing, all that goes well, right? I said about the juicy stuff. Coming on to those guys, is it a weird position? Like, are you in a position where things might need to fall into place a bit? Because it seems like you're in a division where people have got belts, people have got the platform and the backing of these promoters and whatnot, but they're quite wary of giving that opportunity and giving the opening to people as well because they've got all these sort of platform and belts.
Yeah, I've always said that these kids have got the platform, they've got the belts. Like you said, look at me. Like you say, I've got an IBO Continental belt. I've won a British Commonwealth title eliminator or a Central Area champion. But the platform just itself, what these kids have got, it's a lot to give up by losing to somebody like me. I'm a massive risk, and I know for a fact that these people in the top 10, top 15, even top 20, as you call it, like they know that I'm a massive risk. If they didn't think I was a massive risk, the phone would have rung over fight camp over this lockdown. I definitely would have got a fight, you know. So, like you say, I take that as a positive that the phone didn't ring, and I'm just going to keep making my own path and going down my own direction. And I believe that if we're going to meet, we're going to meet when we need to meet. And if somebody's got the belt that I want, I'll definitely get myself in a position to fight him.
You make it sound like you're almost like a promoter's nightmare. And the phone didn't ring because you'd want to pit me in with one of their boys. But if that's the case, surely I don't know. Like, why aren't we seeing you front and center of somebody's shows? In because you've got a nice KO ratio. You can box. Your last scrap was a tasty one for the fans as well. So why aren't we seeing you front and center? Do you think, or is it just a matter of time and you're just taking it easy at the moment and taking it as it comes and it will happen when it happens, sort of thing?
No, I don't think it's that. What I do believe, what I think it is that I'm a massive ticket seller in Sheffield. So for me, I pay for my own fights, really. If you look at it, you know, I sell on my last fight, I sold 20,000 tickets, pushing up to £30,000 in tickets, selling other people's tickets. And like I say, I'm a ticket seller. I've got people supporting me. Like you said, no disrespect, like you said, with Eddie Earn, I see what he's done. He's a businessman, you know, like he's got his own fight. He's got hundreds of fighters that he needs to get out on his fight camp and stuff like that. So why do you choose Anthony Tomlinson from Sheffield when he can wait till he comes up to Sheffield and use me to sell tickets at his arena, which it makes sense. But like you say, I can't just keep hanging on and hoping that Eddie's just going to call me up or anything like that. I've still got to keep moving on in my career as well. And I'm definitely going to do that. And I ain't going to be hanging around. Like I said, there's been a lot of changes and there's more changes to do in my career. And I can't wait to show everybody, showcase what I can do.
That is banging though. Like you said, you sold 20,000, 30,000 pounds worth of tickets. We see it with Warrington and Leeds. Bellew had it with the Scout slot on the Everton side. you've got that sort of, I don't know, the tribalism fan base, so it is going to get you places. Like, you can't
Yeah,
sugarcoat it. That is going to get you places.
definitely. Definitely. Like you say, I can't appreciate more like what I'm doing, and like you said, like it's my career won't be where it was if it weren't for the people that support me. I don't call them fans; they support me. They supported me on my journey. They supported me on my career. You know, like these people are always messaging me all the time, and I'm not one that not to message them back. I'm always messaging them back. I interact with everybody that supports me. You see, and that's the reason why I think that I built a fan base. I don't get over myself or anything like that. I keep humble and I keep grounded, and that's where I think why I can relate to a lot of people.
I mean, because of all the names I've mentioned and the amount of talent in there, fingers crossed something does come off. But have you ever thought, you know what? I mean, obviously it is early days, but have you ever thought I might have to switch it up? I might flat out abuse to try and get the fights you want. I don't know, because do you know what, it works? It is the world we're in. Like, people do have to open their mouth to get fights.
Listen, you look through my Twitter, and like I say, I've called these people out, and I won't say call these people out. Like I've mentioned,
I've
these
seen
people.
you put a tweet out the other day to Eddie about the winner of Marku Cholton. So you are seeking.
Yeah. I'm like you say, I'm not one to call anybody out. I believe if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I'm a positive thinker, you know, and like I know for a fact that they can't avoid me. They can't keep avoiding me, these people. Like they want to be where I want to be, and I'm gonna be the person to get them where they're gonna be. Or they've got to fight and beat somebody like me to get where they are, to prove that they're better than the level what they think that they are. But I'm more than confident that the people that's around there, that I'm going to give them a hell of a fight and I can mix it with the best of them up there. I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to beat him, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I always let my hands do the talking. When I get in the ring, I fight and I leave it all in the ring. And that's all I do.
Can we play a game, right? I'm going to name some names at 147, right? I just want to respond. I'm just going to flat out name, we'll see what I get.
What sort of response do you want? Because it
doesn't have to be anything too in depth. Just, I mean, I know you're going to tell me you're open to all these guys, but just a little response about what you think of them as a fighter, potentially if they've ever been murmured to. I know a couple of these I've heard in the grapevine, maybe. Start with a man I suppose you want to eliminate to get out, Chris Jenkins.
Chris Jenkins, like I say, he's got what I want, and you know what I mean. There's whoever's got what I want, and like you said, Chris Jenkins got it. Let's have that fight, you know. Like you say, I'm not calling him out or anything like that, but anybody who's got what I want, I'm gonna get it. And if he's the man that's in my way at that time, that's it. Them belts coming on with me.
Had a nice little win at Fight Camp. Got a bit of hype around him at the moment. Chris Congo.
Chris Congo, a lot of respect to Chris Congo for Rufus Clay, didn't he? Did his job, shown what he's about. Yeah, I like his style and stuff. Like I said, I don't believe, like I said, he's not that far away from me in his career at the minute, so I believe that fight's possible.
A man who says he's very avoided. So if you're avoided and he's avoided, Michael McKinson.
Really good, talented fighter. Awkward style. Full respect to him. Like I say, I think you've seen a tweet out where somebody tweeted me versus him, and like I say, his manager at MTK, they said that they're going to find another world-ranked fighter. No disrespect to me, they said that I'm a great fighter, but like they said, they've got their own plan.
I said you sent the tweet out, the winner of Marku and Charlton, and tell me how you think that plays out as well, because that is an absolute barnstormer.
Yeah, no, like I say, I don't like to talk anybody's career down, but what I believe, I'm not really good at predictions anyway, but I believe that Charlton stops Marku. Like I said, for a kid to step in 4 days' notice and get a draw with Marku, no disrespect to him at all, you know. He's had a full camp. This kid's had 4 days' notice. There's levels, take your time and build up to these bigger fights, and instead of just coming on and saying, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this and that, because you've just been shown when a kid stepped in with 4 days' notice. So I think Charlton steamrolls him.
And like I said, you're open to Charlton then, I suppose, if you believe he'll be for that fight?
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, I'm not here to call anybody out, but I'd love the winner of Marku and Charlton. Like I say, they've probably got their own plan and their own, you know, desires after this fight, probably move on with Fight Camp, maybe get looked after like most other fighters. But like you say, it's their career and what you makes best out of your career. And so if that fight happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But I'm still going to keep moving forward.
And just finally, I know he's got an announcement for tomorrow, but I'll chuck him in because I think it would have been about a year ago I saw your name lined up alongside his, and I know you believe you can go in there and beat him. Conor Benn?
Conor Benn, like you say, things are going to look forward with me and Conor Benn. You know what I mean? I've got a lot of respect for Conor Benn. We've talked out of what they call it, out of boxing and stuff like that. And I respect what he's doing for the sport. And I've said it all the time. And like you say, I wish him all the best. We've had a good talk, and he's got his plan. I've got my plan. And like you say, what he's doing a great job. And his name's always up there. Everybody wants to beat Conor Benn, don't they? Everybody, oh, Conor Benn. Conor Benn gives you that boost into world level straight away without even going up the normal route through, like you say, your area titles, your English, then your British. So you beat Conor Benn, you're up there already straight away with worlds. And like you say, I can't wish him more than the best for his career, and I've got a lot of respect for him.
Well, I suppose that's where we're at the moment with boxing. I know you said you're going to get a 6 or 8 rounder in, but it's always like that nowadays, isn't it? People want to look forward, they want to know what you want. But just for now, it's, to wrap it up, 6 to 8 rounder, look for the big names, and then keep working hard, and I suppose it will come.
Yeah, more than definitely. Like I can say, if these big names think that they can beat me, you know what I mean? It's not very hard to phone the phone and let's get these fights made. But like I say, it's not happened over lockdown, and I wish them all the best in the career. But I believe that these fights are going to happen in 2021. So there's only so much that they can avoid me if they said that they're avoiding me and all this and that. They all have the excuses in this boxing game, don't they? Money talks, money this, money that. But we're fighting men. Let's fight. Like, put stuff aside now these days. Let's start having proper 50-50 fights like back in the day. Like, we're all in it to be champions. Champions have got to be fighting champions, you know? And this is what we're getting with boxing now. Everybody's tiptoeing around and, oh, which route can I take that's going to get me past this person? And, oh, shall I do that and do that instead of this? Nah, let's fight. Like I said, my phone's ready. I'm in gym. And I'm going in gym in about 5 minutes. So like you say, I'm still training. Weight's all right. Just give me a call.
Hey, fucking men. That's how it should be done. That's how it should be said. I don't actually quickly skim over Kelly and Avanisim because I don't know what's this going to be like the 4th or 5th time that we might get to see it. I feel like it's cursed, but yeah, just want to quickly skim over it. You think that fight plays up?
Yeah, that Avanisim, he can fight, that kid. You know, he can fight. I just like I said, Josh Kelly can box, but has Josh Kelly been in with a fighter, you know, that can fight and box? So I just think Avanisim is just going to be a bit too strong for him. I think he's going to cut ring down. I think he'll probably get him out there late, but no disrespect to Josh Kelly for what he's done for boxing himself. And I just don't think that's the right fight for him, personally myself, but their team think it's right. And if they do, like I said, they're not cutting no corners. They want what he's got. So let's go and get it.
Right, and thank you very much. Quick shout out to your brother as well, who I said this to you before. He made his Premier League debut for Sheffield United at 16 years old.
Yeah.
So you must be bursting with pride at that as well.
Oh, more than definitely, you know, like one of my proudest, it's up there with one of my proudest moments, that my brother coming on against Crystal Palace. He got the last 10 minutes and he made his Premier League debut at 16. And like you said, something must be running in the family blood. So he's doing us all proud, and I ain't stopped smiling since then. You know, he's a kid that's been young and he's been doing football from a young age, and his dream was always to play in Premier League, and he did that at the age of 16. That I always can say, never give up on your dreams and just keep focused and keep dedicated, because that's what he's done. We come from a council estate, and you know, there's a lot of distractions out there, and my brother's stuck at it, you know, but what he's done at the age of 16.
Well, look, people always talk about boxing as a route to get people towards the life they want to live, to pull people out of crime and pull people out of situations that they've been in as kids. And I know, I suppose you and him there's more to come, but would you call yourself success stories of Sheffield, I suppose? Because like you said, you both come from council estate and you're both doing bits in the sporting world for your family name. Yeah,
more than definitely. Like you say, we're showing that people can come from the council estate and make something of yourself. And it's not just me, it's my brother that's done it as well. And like you said, we've not had been anything gifted to us, you know, we've just worked hard, dedicated. I've come from a troubled past. He's like not chose the wrong path, and he's learned off of our mistakes and stuff. And like I say, I can relate to a lot of people now growing up, and my focus during boxing and after boxing, you know, if people want to give me a message, if they're struggling, they can always message me. I'm always going to reply. And I want to work with the council. I want to open a community centre or something. I want to help these people. You know, even if I put a boxing gym back at community centre, like I say, I want to do something. I always want to give back, and I've shown that I've given back out of all my fight purses, what I've had and stuff. I've always tried helping back out in the community, and that's where I forgot. That's the thing. I don't forget where I've come from.